Grows where? I don't know. Tell me. Ew. Was it Sonny's? Well then, ew. Tell her don't be leaving her Chinese all up in the living room. Alright. So dumb.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports.
For Steven is the Patriots, and I'm the Giants.
Who have met on the grandest stage multiple times will battle once again.
Because
it's Tom Brady going up against Eli
we chose
Manning.
random teams. Whatever, dude.
With kickoff straight ahead, let's check in with the two men. We'll be calling tonight.
What's up, dude?
We say hello to
Yeah, we chose random teams. Because me and Stevie both like the Niners, and we both can't do the
coverage of the
Niners.
NFL finds us at MetLife
I mean, we
Stadium
could,
in
but...
East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store.
I'm the Giants
between
and
the
the
New England Patriots and the New
That's
York
crazy.
Giants.
Did you see that? They had they were showing somebody that was sitting on the bench the little Microsoft Blue pad that they all have. It even said like Microsoft.
You've got to believe that this is a game that might be won in the trenches.
I never noticed
without
that.
question. This is big person, big person, big unit.
Well, no, well,
big
the
unit.
football, they all
you
use that
gotta pick
Microsoft
your cliche,
tablet
but
thing.
we know this: the ground's gonna shake, things are gonna rumble, and they're gonna have an impact
What?
on today's game.
Oh, yeah. No, I was just thinking like that's how actual it was. I was like, they actually had that over there. Oh, even though it's a semi. Well, you even think about it, Xbox.
The Giants and Patriots are underway
Yeah,
again.
and
This
Xbox.
is fielded a couple yards deep.
I did.
And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year
I did.
he stopped where he would have been if he had taken
Oh, I think
a
you might be
knee,
a
and
couple
it's at the
seconds behind us,
25.
Carl. Oh shit. Shut up. You can be before us.
Blunt, the lone running back. Brady now on first down. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk complete.
You know what that was, right?
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, when's Adrian's baby?
Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask.
Oh, yeah, right?
15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard
How'd you
to
find
make
out
a
he's having a
play,
boy?
and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
Brady gives now to Blunt. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Earlier I bought some cool
Nice
field
pick
goal
up
online,
there,
and then all the
11
way back.
yards, and it'll move
I'll
the
follow up.
sticks. Week
Huh?
7, Blunt was the only tailback for New
Oh,
England to
damn,
get
we
a
got the
carry.
same
He
dude?
got all 24 there,
I read him a letter.
127 yards.
And I can
Find
tell
the
you as a
pigeon.
former defensive back, when you're playing against a player like LeGarrette
No, but stop distracting me. You do this every time
asking your
Steve comes over
defensive
and walks
front
in.
and your linebackers to take care of all runs. Because if he gets all the way back to you in the secondary, that's going to be a heck of an impact, and it's going to hurt a lot. And he takes a lot of carries.
I did want to.
Carried the ball with Brady on a couple of scrambles.
Yeah, and he hit the end zone twice as well.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion.
That's
maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, kind of works like a sack for the
Oh,
defense there.
crazy.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And this offensive unit, they have to face a 3rd down and 12 now. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Washington's got it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep him on his feet, get him the rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and
Remember, you
keep
have to
him
hold
short
it.
of the first. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will remain a
How far was
scoreless
that?
game. An opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
One receiver left, 3 to the right.
Oh, you know what I
On
didn't do?
first down, it's Manning. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup. Well, week 6, OBJ had that incredible 222-yard game. But just 5 catches, 49 yards in that low offensive performance over in London.
One thing I know about the Rams, when they decide to concentrate on defending someone, they usually do a pretty good job with their pass rush and with their coverage. What they hold him to, 5 catches, 49 yards in the game. But he's still Odell Beckham Jr. That means he took attention away from other people who could make some plays.
The Giants still got the win. Touchdown, Giants. Rashad Jennings, 48 yards. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there.
Oh, shit.
I agree with you
Yeah,
on
that's
that one,
crazy.
because those types of plays,
It's
when
up-
they
all right,
result
it's
like
up
that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And this one through
You got
the
ball up,
uprights
boy?
and good.
Is it any good? No.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Danny Amendola on the return. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
Did you see the video Ross sent us? Some nasty BZ talking about getting down. It was funny though. Did you watch it? It was fucking funny. I'm pretty sure I
On
picked the
first
wrong
and
op.
10, here's Brady. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's a surprise.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Washington with a catch, middle of the field. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary
I haven't really
target.
liked his play.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
So on 4th down, the left-footed
could I
Ryan
try?
Allen to kick it away for the Pats. Back deep is Dwayne Harris here. Now this is fielded in the end zone. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10.
Yeah, I forgot what's going on. I kept seeing all this stuff about Dwayne Wade that I even forgot Rondé was on the fucking Bulls. Oh yeah, because he's a druggie.
Manning now on
Yeah,
first
right.
down. Larry Donnell the target, and he's
Huh?
got it. And
He
he's
was.
brought down.
Or no, alcohol, huh? He kept getting in trouble for like DUIs and shit.
Offense.
What? Did he run to the face? Oh, we go block in the back. No, he went to rehab. Huh? Oh yeah, rehab. I won't accept that.
No chance, no chance.
Comfortable with this thing right here. I'm gonna smack myself.
They go play action here on first down. Over the middle of Beckham. And he's brought down after a good gain. He got 29 yards that time.
But that's the Kickstarter right there. Eli Manning finding his guy, Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, it's a deadly combination, isn't it?
It really is, but what really makes it work is just how unflappable Eli is with his demeanor, able to maintain his calm and his poise. Because we know, OBJ, he can run pretty hot and get excited out there.
Sometimes just one-handed grabs for him.
It doesn't matter what it is. Just throw it up there. He'll go get it. All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
Now it's Jennings, and he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. Well, the game across the pond for Jennings, 13 carries, 25 yards. He did hit pay dirt, Charles, but the rushing attack for the Giants is pretty much non-existent right now.
And that's all anyone in the New York area is talking about. How do they get the running game going? Rashad Jennings was pretty darn good in 2015. Had the injured thumb early, been a little ineffective, maybe needs some help from his offensive line. Don't be surprised, though, Paul Perkins, the rookie, might start to get a few more carries. It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out come the Patriots. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And he's brought down. They'll get 17 yards there. And that's good for a New England first down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Brady to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
To throw is Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. When all else fails, you find Big 87.
Looking middle, it's caught by Gronkowski. It's a gain of 17 that time. And it gives the Pats a first down. We saw 93 more yards for Gronk in Week 7 of that win over the Steelers, a touchdown as well. And we've said it the last couple weeks, he is happy to have 12 under center.
And 12 is happy to have him back running routes. You know, Gronk had to battle some injuries earlier in the season. But, boy, is he rounding into form nicely. Gronk you very much, they're saying in New England.
And he's brought down. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see.
Caught by Hogan for a Patriot touchdown. Chris Hogan from 3 yards out. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. Stays on his feet. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you gotta feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long. Manning to throw on second down. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one good for 14 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. This is Jennings. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Fresh set of downs here. Throwing on first down is Manning. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
Oh,
coverage, and it's intercepted. The former Rutgers safety, Devin McCourty, has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Sometimes I think even Eli falls into the trap of thinking that Beckham can catch anything. Here it's a throw, but he'll wish he could have back because even OBJ wasn't going to be able to get his hands on that one.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. So after the INT, it's Brady. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
We got a quick second here. I want to talk about the NFL Defensive Player of the Year candidates.
There we go. Former DB going defensive. Who you got, partner?
How about Von Miller in Denver, of course.
Yeah.
Marcus Peters in Kansas City. They're not even throwing in his area right now. A ticket in Minnesota. Harrison Smith, the safety, and Eric Kendricks, the linebacker.
And then even though he doesn't have the numbers this year, he's being doubled a lot. How about Aaron Donald of L.A.?
Yeah, he might be the best one there is. He's getting tripled a lot, too. But here's one for you. Lorenzo Alexander, outside linebacker, Buffalo, having a career year.
Leads the NFL 9 sacks. And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
Here's Brady. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to East Rutherford. But first, this timeout. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Paws on me. I can hit me on him. Not too far. So you're all yawning already? You're all tired?
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Hope you don't play something.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Screen pass to Blunt. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Brady now on first down. And this one complete to Martellus Bennett. And he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Have we yet met a receiver that wasn't excited about getting a chance to play with Tom Brady?
Absolutely not.
And Martellus Bennett bringing his considerable skills to New England now. Going to hook up with Mr. Brady for another completion.
Oh, my God.
And 90 catches, a couple. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Over the middle, it's Amendola. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, Brady. And not able to get it that time. He hit on 6 straight passes. Not there. Second down.
Eli Apple was a top 10 pick in the 2016 draft. And one of the reasons, his ability to get better. Because remember, he's a young guy. And they just figured he could go ahead and grow. Redshirt sophomore when he came out. He's
going to get into the end zone. So cue up the Gronk spike. Gets a Patriot touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Pats able to cash in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now you see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter.
Let's see, bud. We'll play in the morning. Pretty late. You go to bed?
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it go again. And this is caught at the 20. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Victor Cruz as the first half is winding down. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am, go ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, or they want to let their return guy touch it.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now they go screen. It's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now Brady. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action.
Thanks, guys. We'll get back to you soon for the second half of this tied ball game. But first, let's look back now at this first half of play. Right now, we've got a tie game, and that just means exciting football for us in the second half, as we'll have 2 teams playing 2 quarters to decide a winner. All right, let's do it. Here's a look at the first half highlights. Giants lined up at the 48. Jennings got nothing but space here, and this long run goes for a touchdown. Giants land the first punch. Patriots line up at the 3. The catch is made after a quick pass, and this will go for a touch. We're tied back up at 7. First and 10. Manning's under pressure and throws the pick. McCourty's the one who makes the pick to give a boost to his defense. Now following the pick, Gronkowski's by himself here, and he capped off the long drive with a touchdown. Patriots is up now by 7. Now first and 10. The long ball will find its mark here, and he's gone as he sprints to the end zone. That'll do it from here in Orlando. Let's get back up to New York as we turn it back over to Brandon Gott.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. The defensive tackle, Alan Branch, is the one to bring him down. They're trying to establish that running game, but they're really having trouble, aren't they?
Yeah, when you're running against a really good 4-3 defense, that means you've got big guys inside who control things. Those big defensive tackles are making it very difficult to find open space.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
He finds Beckham complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even add it a little extra at the end with a short run.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They go play action for Jennings. Now Manning. Caught left side. It's Beckham. That one goes for 24 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Now a play fake. Manning. Trying to hit his tight end, Donnell, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
They go back to the air here after the INT. It's caught outright, Amendola. And he's brought down after a good game. A big play that time on the catch and run. 35 yards.
Similar to a slant, it's all about timing when you're throwing a crossing route. Quarterback and receiver have to be in sync, and when they put it on them just right and catch it full speed, running through a defense, can often result in a big pickup of yardage.
Brady now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You ever notice that when Tom Brady does get hit and drop to the ground, there's some guys back to him pretty quickly to check on his health, aren't there?
That's exactly right. For as much as he throws, doesn't take a lot of square shots, but took one there.
He's really smart in the pocket, isn't he? Even out of the pocket. He understands where the pressure is coming from. He senses people. You're exactly right. Doesn't take too many direct ones. But that one had to hurt.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Brady now on first down. Looking middle, it's caught by Gronkowski. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Brady to throw again. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's brought down. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
First down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Tom Brady scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Patriots have moved out in front.
And the sneak works on second and goal. They didn't wait until it was 4th down to try and get him across.
No, and I think if you're the QB, You like these plays, don't you? I mean, you want to hand it off sometimes, but also prove that you can get it in there as well.
Yeah, it makes you really part of the gang, doesn't it? It makes you part of the crew, and it really bonds you with those big offensive linemen because then you get to celebrate with the big fellas.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. New York set to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. From midfield, here's Manning. And incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. That'll bring up second down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Cruz has it over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's brought down. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Will Tye, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know, head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. Throwing on first down is Brady. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And now it's second down.
That's a nice play by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. Excellent body control. A tall corner who often has to really do a great job of bending his knees to stay with these receivers. He just did a nice job there. The man they call DRC got a PBU for pass broken up.
Look at you, Mr. Acronym. This is complete to guess who? Gronkowski again. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? big tight end curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback, when they sit down right there, that should be pitch and catch.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
10 yards still left on second down. Brady to throw again. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On first down, Brady. And over the middle to the tight end, Bennett. And he's brought down after... A good game. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing. Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Brady will try again on second down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. And another deflection there for Rodgers Cromartie, Charles.
He is so long in the parlance of the game today, has such length. He doesn't have to be in perfect position all the time. They can stretch out an arm and help flick a pass away. And he's done that multiple times in this game.
Here's Brady. And that will be incomplete as well. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and that brings up fourth down.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on fourth down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I guess they're thinking their hands were tied, but in the fourth quarter, that field goal, it really might not help them much at all.
Yeah, I mean, you still need a touchdown. Another field goal does you no good, so it'll be interesting to see what the media reaction is if the score stays where it is.
And let's shift now to talking about the Patriots defense. They've had a couple passing touchdowns against them in this game, and that last drive they really got picked apart.
They've got to figure out how to tighten things up because no matter what they've done, whatever adjustments they've made.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dante Hightower from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Manning. He's got time. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Fielded at the 33. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they...
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He's back to throw. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 19. And it'll give the Patriots a 1st down. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They slot Gronkowski outright. Back to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll look to throw. That's caught at the 1. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Brady's going to sneak it. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. I know the numbers won't show it as often as other people, mainly because his team has been so good for so long. But Tom Brady in a situation like this, down the stretch, is always going to be clutch, isn't he?
Absolutely. I mean, is there anybody else you would rather have leading the 2-minute drill for your team than Brady?
I don't think so. This guy has it all. So calm, so poised, and always believes he's going to lead his team to a victory.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And making their way back out there now, the Patriots defense. They've got a situation where a field goal ties it. How do you defend this? Because you obviously don't want to give up the touchdown. How aggressive do you get?
That's always the key, isn't it? Where is the line on aggressiveness to over-aggressiveness? And I think most coordinators are looking at it like run your regular defense, add some pressure packages, because really the 35-yard line is the one you really want to defend. At that point, you're thinking you're probably giving up 3. Anything outside of that, you feel like you've got a chance to hold them.
So they'll be in search of the proper amount of pressure. Back to throw. Cruz has it over the middle. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. So here's 3rd and 20, and with a long yardage, defense going with a nickel look. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Manning. Got to have this one. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit, but, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Extra point try for Gostkowski. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. One final try now for Manning. He's got time in the pocket. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they could look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from East Rutherford.